Aloha, I'm Jean, your Creative Quantum Coach. Welcome back to the Fall Metal Element Transformation Series. In the last episode, we learned all about how the metal element is represented by its associated organs, the lung and large intestine. No worries if you missed it. I left the link below so you can click on it and catch up. Today, we are going to learn all about the optimal food choices for this season to help support our fall metal element. We will also discover the best way to cook and eat these ideal foods that support your lung and large intestine. Finally, we will unveil the lifestyle choices and habits that will help reduce dryness in our bodies and boost our immunity. As the crisp air of fall sets in, many people notice dry skin, scratchy throats, or a lingering dry cough. Fall's associated organs, the lung and large intestine systems, are easily affected by dryness. To maintain balance and health, traditional Chinese medicine focuses on foods that nourish your yin energy. You can do this by using pungent flavors to add dispersal energy to your body, and by favoring white-colored foods that moisturize and warm the body to support the lung and large intestine function during this season. Foods that can nourish the lungs and large intestines are naturally moisturizing and help combat internal dryness, while nourishing your yin. For example, whole grains that have been soaked overnight to break down the phytic acid and sprouted. These grains include millet, rice, Chinese barley, and oats. Also focusing on foods like hawthorn berries, lily bulbs, red dates, American ginseng, cooked apples, pears, grapes, small amounts of banana, sesame seeds, walnuts, peanuts, white fungus, and honey will help as well. Some examples of white-colored foods are daikon, Chinese yam, Chinese barley, sticky rice, white radishes, potatoes, white beans, water chestnuts, onions, garlic, white fungus like button mushrooms, and almonds. Also foods like winter melon, pear, white chrysanthemum flowers, white sesame leaves, lotus seeds, lotus root, and lily bulb all align with the metal element and help nourish lung function. Eating a moderate amount of pungent foods will nourish and strengthen the lungs. The pungent flavor has the correspondence and direct action of dispersing. Pungent dispersing herbs in Chinese medicine are surface relievers which resolve congestion that lie often at the surface of the body through dispersing and sometimes promoting sweating. Through this dispersing action, food and herbs that are pungent relieve qi and blood stagnation by promoting their movement. Examples of pungent foods are garlic, ginger, chili peppers, onions, scallions, curry, mint, radish, horseradish, Brussels sprouts, capers, caraway seeds, cabbage, watercress, navy beans, peppers, barley, and spinach. Incorporating certain herbs and spices into your daily routine can enhance lung and digestive health and help protect against the cold that comes with a change of season. Aromatic spices and herbs like cinnamon, ginger, clove, anise, rosemary, thyme, turmeric, bay leaves, and nutmeg help to warm the body and clear the lungs. Herbs like licorice root, astragalus, and white mulberry boost our immunity, harmonize other herbs, help soothe the lungs and digestive tract, moisten the lungs, and alleviate coughs. Foods that can repair the mucous membrane of our lung and large intestine include seaweeds, marshmallow roots, flaxseed, and fenugreek. Supporting a large intestine is key to balancing the metal element. Consuming fiber-rich foods is important, like cruciferous vegetables, cabbage, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. Also, fiber-rich foods like whole grains, legumes, seeds like hemp, flaxseed, and sesame support healthy elimination. Congee, a traditional rice porridge, is an easy, digestible breakfast that supports the spleen and lungs. Eating congee for breakfast, especially the recipes I have included in my fall 10-day transformation menu that couple with Chinese herbs, Chinese dates, logan, ginseng, astragalus, and lotus seeds will tonify the spleen and stomach and move qi, preventing blockage, imbalance, and disease in your body. When cooking during the fall, be mindful to eat ingredients that are easier to digest and that nurture the yin and fluids in the body. Hearty soups and stews made with traditional root vegetables and broths are ideal to provide warmth and moisture. Steaming and boiling foods are more enriching to the yin as the foods retain most of their moisture. And remember that the most important ingredients in your recipes are love and appreciation. Foods to limit during the fall are sugar, dairy, refined grains like white flour, pasta, bread, and also greasy fried foods, processed foods, and as always, it's especially important to avoid cold drinks and raw foods as they're harder to digest and can weaken our spleen. Traditional Chinese medicine suggests reducing foods with a dry nature during the fall, which can further deplete the body's fluids. Excessive amounts of spicy foods and crunchy foods like crisps and crackers can have a drying effect. Fall encourages us to slow down, reflect, and consider these lifestyle practices to harmonize our energy. Because the lungs are the organ of metal, practices that promote healthy breathing are essential. Deep breathing exercises, pranayama, and meditation help increase lung capacity, improve qi flow, and support emotional release. Mindful breathing can also help you process grief and let go of emotional stress. To support the metal element's emotional function, practice the art of letting go. This can mean decluttering your living space, journaling about unresolved emotions, or engaging in practices like yin yoga or qigong that promote the release of stagnant energy. Go to acupuncture. Often you can find community acupuncture at a reduced rate. Acupuncture helps boost our immunity and balance our hormones. When using acupuncture to boost the immune system, it also strengthens circulation of energy and blood, which will boost the body's defense mechanisms, preventing illness. Regular acupuncture treatments can also cause the brain to increase T cells in the body, which are responsible for killing bacteria and viruses. Spending time in nature, especially in the cool, crisp autumn air, can help you connect with the energy of metal and align with the season's natural rhythms. Hikes in the woods, appreciating the changing leaves, and practicing mindfulness in nature can help cultivate a sense of peace and clarity. By aligning ourselves with nature's rhythms, we can learn that each season brings both lessons and gifts. As the leaves fall, we are reminded that life is a cycle of birth, growth, decay, and renewal. This is a time for prioritizing rest and introspection, allowing ourselves to grieve, reflect, and ultimately emerge stronger, ready to embrace that next chapter of our lives. The journey through grief is an essential part of life, one that can lead to profound transformations and insights. Embracing these fall foods and lifestyles is a way to honor your emotions and cultivate practices that deeply nourish physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Be mindful that the foods and lifestyles suggested are generalized for the season, and they are a great place to start. Each person's ancestry, personality, lifestyle, environment, and food preferences are unique, and receiving a full diet and lifestyle evaluation that takes all of your uniqueness into account will be best to support you on your beautiful journey to vitality. Thanks again for listening and joining me for the Fall Metal Elemental Transformation Series. Remember, now is the perfect time to quantum leap into your new life. Happy transforming. Love you.